How can I create a bird-friendly habitat in my community? If you're wondering how to turn your community into a haven for birds, you're about to learn some fantastic tips to make it happen. Creating a bird-friendly habitat is not just good for the birds, it also benefits the environment and your community as a whole. First, let's talk about the importance of native plants. These plants are adapted to your local climate and provide the perfect food and shelter for birds. For example, in Northeast Florida, native plants, like those recommended by Audubon's Plants for Birds program, are drought and deluge resistant, and they support the local insect population, which in turn supports the birds. To get started, you can plant a variety of native plants that offer year-round food, such as seeds, berries, nuts, and nectar. Evergreen trees and shrubs are excellent choices because they provide cover through all seasons. You can find lists of recommended native plants by region and state from resources like the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center. Providing water is another crucial step. A simple bird bath can be a great start. Make sure to change the water every 2 to 3 days in summer and use a heater in the winter to keep the water from freezing. Place the bird bath about 10 feet away from dense shrubs or other cover that predators might use. Insects are a primary source of food for many bird species, especially for growing juvenile birds. So it's important to eliminate insecticides in your yard. Instead, let natural processes control insect populations. This will ensure that birds have a steady supply of food. Dead trees, or snags, can be a treasure for birds. They provide cavity-dwelling places for birds to raise their young and collect insects for food. Many species also seek shelter in these trees during bad weather. Building a brush pile in a corner of your yard can also be very beneficial. Start with larger logs and top them with smaller branches. This structure can serve as a place for birds to hunt, roost, or even nest. Offering food in feeders is another great way to attract birds. However, make sure to keep the feeders clean to avoid spreading diseases and parasites. Regularly cleaned feeders can provide supplemental food during times of scarcity and enhance your birdwatching experience. Nesting boxes are another essential component. Ensure the boxes have ventilation holes at the top and drainage holes below. Avoid using boxes with perches, as they can attract house sparrows that might harm other birds using the nesting box. Monitor the boxes regularly to prevent invasive species from taking over. Reducing your lawn area can also help. Lawns have little value to birds and other wildlife, and they require a lot of maintenance. Instead, replace lawn areas with native plants and other bird-friendly features. Finally, consider participating in community programs and workshops. Organizations like Audubon offer free workshops and resources to help you plan and maintain your bird-friendly habitat. You can also volunteer to restore native habitats in local parks and green spaces. By following these steps, you can create a vibrant and welcoming habitat for birds in your community, which will not only benefit the birds, but also enhance the beauty and health of your environment.